Today we're going to be exploring Fly on the Windscreen from the album Black Celebration by Depeche Mode. You probably hear or check my video where I recreated Just Can't Get Enough. And obviously that's an amazing song and it's the one that become famous. Today you can hear it everywhere in commercials, in romantic movies, pretty much everywhere. I think I like all the Depeche Mode albums. From the first one, Speak and Spell, through Songs of Faith and Devotion. I really love every single album. But my favorite is this one, Black Celebration. And I remember listening to this album many times to a point that I basically remember the entire lyrics of this album. This time I'm going to be using Digitakt. There's going to be still the vintage angle because there's a lot of samples that I have here. But if you don't have any vintage synths, you're going to be able to recreate this track just using Digitakt. Or if you don't have a Digitakt, you can also use VSTs. I'm going to be mixing a little bit. I'm going to be using some MIDI on Logic Pro and some of the Digitakt samples that I have here. So why don't we just begin and start doing our recreation? And again, I have to say this is my take on this track that I like a lot. So there's going to be variations. It's not going to be definitely exactly. I might be adding some other elements, maybe a little more punch to the song, also working on the mix to make it a little more to make it just a little more distinctive of the original song. You can do your own version, and obviously I will be more than happy to see what you do with that. I'm going to be uploading the stems for this that you can check it out here in the comments of this video on my Patreon, so you can do it on your own. And let's begin and let's start this. Okay, so we're going to start with our Digitakt right here. And we can start first. I actually pre-selected and made the whole selection of sounds, possible sounds that I can tweak and twist. So I don't spend a lot of time here on the video showing you that. So I'm going to show you what sounds I am using. And for this, I'm using a lean sound. You can see it here. Oh, I actually mess with the sample tune, because that's how it sounds. And then a little over. And I think we have the first part. We can go with our drums. Let me show you. I have it in two different sessions so I can mess around. Drum is the sample 16, that is a kick, and the 30, that is a snare. Then we have a little bit of hi-hat. And then we have this part. Then we have this other one. This is a sample pluck. And what I did is add some delay, some reverb, and some over. I always like to add the over. Some filter. Because if not, it doesn't sound as close. It's a little more filtered. And also the resonance. the bass. And for that, I use the sample Korg bass. I sample my mini Korg to generate this sound and add it here. So this is what you get. So we have the first part. There's not a lot of changes, but the changes that are there are actually really cool. The drum is still the same. Come here, kiss me now. This is actually the Juno. Now let's go to Logic Pro.
Okay, so we have our pianos.
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Let me know what are your thoughts about this track, if you want to hear more things like this that are not exact recreations, or you still love the recreations as close as possible. I will be more than happy to hear your comments and your thoughts. And also, if you recreated this track, share it with me. I would like to hear it as well. Also, you're going to be having available all these tracks on my Patreon, so you can go right there. I'm going to leave the link in the comments of this video, so you can download all these tracks and see you in another nostalgic exploration.